Welcome back. So far, you have seen built-in functions like int, float, str, string, print, type. So these are all built-in functions. Then you will see one more important built-in function called length. So let me just give a variable name is equal to, let me just say my name, Dilip Kumar. So if I wanted to check the length of the name, I can just simply give length of name, which is giving as 10. It won't start from 0. Generally, it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it shows actually like how we generally count starting from 1. So it has given a length of name as a 10. Alright, so there are many built-in functions. You can just Google it. You'll find number of built-in functions, but not everything we are going to use. We're going to use something which are really useful for us. But trust me, like you will only use some of them. You will never use all this at any kind of project. But you must be remember uh, you must remember that like you don't have to memorize all these built-in functions. You just need to take whatever that for you. Now coming to methods, like there are some built-in methods as well. We will be seeing quite a lot while we go for the sections, but for now let us see. Let me just write here, it will always we can always perform such built-in methods with respect to our variables. Now we already seen that like we have assigned a variable called name, and we have given a string as Dilip Kumar. So now we can perform some multiple operations which we call as built-in methods. Again, built-in methods there are a lot, but we would be using only some of them, which will be really important for us. So now let me just go through here. If I just put name here, a variable. Now in Jupyter Notebook, you can just directly do one thing. You can just enter tab here. So you will get almost all the methods which you can see here on the screen. Well, now let's just start from one by one. But uh, believe me, like you will not use all these built-in methods everywhere. It's just according to your requirement, and for that particular problem, if you wanted to solve, then only you will be using these built-in methods. Now, if I wanted to use account method, can just put here, and if you enter shift tab, it will just say that, it will just give you a hint that what is this count for actually. So let me, it just gives, so it is asking at least one argument. So let me just keep I here. So what it will do here, count, the method count inbuilt, the inbuilt method count will do that. It will check in the string how many eyes are there. So we can only find two eyes, so it is giving a count as 2. So if I press L here, if I enter L here, let me just put L here, it must show 1, right? If I enter A, it should show something like 1. If I wanted to put something, let's say C, it's not there, so it is showing as 0. Similarly, let's find out some other methods. We'll go step by step, like one on one. Now going to capitalize, like what we can expect here. Capitalize in the sense like there should be some capital letter. So when you just enter here, so you can see here the name, the variable name has given the starting letter with a capital. So this is how the capital object capital method works, right? Now going to the case fold, let us just again put here. So case fold in the sense whenever you enter even a capital, let us just change this name to capital string. So you can see it here, like whenever we keep it in capital letters, case fold will convert into a small letters. So this is one inbuilt object. Similarly, you can see here center object. Again, you can just put name here. Uh, Center. Just I don't have to enter name. So center, you need to just give some kind of argument. Let me just say 16. That means it will adjust all the 16 and remaining it will be given with a space. You can see here. This is adjusting the whole with 16 and remaining it is taking as a space. Now if you don't want a space, if you wanted to put some kind of a symbol, then you can just put inverted quotes and you whatever you wish. So it will be taking as a star. So this is how object function uh, inbuilt uh, what I can say. This is one of the inbuilt method. And the next one is the count. Again, if you wanted to count something like, I, how many eyes are there here, you can just, we have seen that, right? So now let us not touch this, some of the non-regular things. And next, let us say here ends with inbuilt object. We say ends with something like it will just show some boolean operation like yes or no, like true or false maybe. Yes, it is ending with r. Yes, it is saying that it's true. Suppose if I say it m and it should show false here. So this is how this inbuilt object works. And you can see here expand tabs, you can see find. Again, you can just, there are a lot of things you can see. You can say that I, yes, it is taking at 0 1, at one index you can find I. That's how this inbuilt method works. Next is format method. You have already seen, so I'm not going into that. So some of the important things generally I'm just showing you. So if I wanted to see the index, if I wanted to know the index value of p, then I'll just enter here p. Then it is showing that index value of p is 4. That means it starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's how this inbuilt method works. Again, going back, and then you can see that is alphanumeric, is alpha, these are just boolean operations. It will just give like whether it is true or false. Let us say suppose is decimal, then generally because this is not a decimal value, so it's showing as false. Likewise, there are many object inbuilt methods are there in Python. So the most important thing you need to keep in mind is you don't have to memorize all these inbuilt functions and methods. So it is directly showing by putting a dot and tab. You can just see here whatever it requires. You can do some operations on it. Well, these are really important when we are going to further sections. But keep in mind that you don't have to memorize anything here. Alright, we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.